David De Carlo moved to Manila to make a better life for himself, but he's never been able to afford to live anywhere other than under a bridge along the city's San Juan River. But the river overflows every time it rains, leaving his home submerged.
I did make the choice to live here, and I've been here a long time, more than 20 years. So it's been that long too, and I've had to be cautious of floods.
There are a million other informal settlers like De Carlo in Manila. They come to find a job and end up living anywhere they can. Many of them are in crowded shanty towns along riverbanks, spaces that are considered hazardous. With the rivers being silted, the sewage system being old, and rubbish clogging much of the city's waterways, it becomes easy to flood when water levels rise during rainy season.
There is a law that says there should be at least a 10-meter easement or 10 meters of open space along the rivers. But on this stretch of river alone, it isn't just the informal settlers in violation of that law. There's a school, a dormitory, as well as a hospital where patients had to be evacuated when the floods came in after the recent rains.
Manila is one of the densest cities in the world, and building regulations are easy to ignore. Plans have long been proposed over how to improve the city's layout to avoid flooding. But few steps have actually been taken. Some protective walls have been raised, and there are talks of building larger dams. Even private urban planners have put their ideas forward for years, but feel they've largely been ignored.
When there's a concept, from concept to commitment to completion, there's so much delay. Is it corruption, incompetence, lack of political will? You can hazard a guess, or a combination of all of them.
With a break in the weather, the cleanup can finally begin. It's all part of the routine now for many Filipinos. Until building regulations are strictly implemented and a cohesive plan is put in place to sort out what many urban planners call a mess of a city, people here have no other choice but to clean up after it each time the rains come. Marga Ortigas, Al Jazeera, Manila.